Today at Metal Hammer we are with a band that makes history, present, and also is future of rock, Europe. Welcome Ian and welcome Mick. First, welcome to Salamanca. It's a small city but a beautiful town. I would like to ask you about your free concert in Spain. This is your only free concert this year. What made you say yes to the proposal of to the Council of Salamanca? Is there a story behind?
I don't think so. I mean, we got were requested to come here and play, and we love coming to Spain, you know, and play to our fans here, and so it was a no-brainer for us to come here. Do you know anything else?
No, that's it. That's it. I mean, every time we get a question, do you want to come to Spain and play? We say, yes, we'll go.
Of course.
Just take us there.
So basically, we just love being in Spain, playing for you guys.
And yeah, so my following question was about Spain, because I've seen you guys in places, you know, bands, big bands usually come to Madrid, Barcelona, and maybe Bilbao, and that's it. But I've seen you in Córdoba, Santiago de Compostela, and even in my hometown, Gran Canaria. So you really like Spain. What do you exactly love about Spain besides the fans?
Well, I think Spain, it's, first of all, I love warmth. I love the summertime and the sunshine and everything. And the food is good as well. And, you know, it's just, but most of all, the fans, of course, are fantastic. We were just talking the other day and we said that a couple of years back, it was when we played in Italy, the Italian fans were totally crazy. And but now it seems like we're gaining attention in Spain more and more, and the fans are sort of taking over the madness. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So Europe has gone through many musical phases, from Wings of Tomorrow to Walk the Earth. What has been the most revealing moment of your career, of your life as musicians, and the one where you said, yes, this is what we truly want to express? What was that moment?
I think that when we decided to get the band back together again, because we had a coffee break for about, I don't know, how many years? 10, 12 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And we decided to get the band together, and we were sitting in my apartment, I think, in Stockholm, discussing what should we do. Should we go back and try to sound like we did in the 80s, or should we do something completely different, just do what we feel like doing and the things we want to do? And that's the later is what we decided to do. And I think that's why we still think we're having fun with what we're doing, and we like what we're doing. And that's why I think.
So that was the moment.
Yeah. And I think Europe is sort of on a musical journey. You know, we let the music take us in a direction, or we never really decide before we go into the studio or start making new music that we're gonna do this or that. It's more like it's an organic process. It just grows out of our souls. So yeah, the music is the leading star for us.
So as you're talking about music composition process, has it always been the same, or have you been trying different musical process during this time?
I think so. I mean, in the 80s, Joey had his demo studio at his home, and he pretty much did finished songs and demos in his home before he brought us the demo. So I think later years, it's been a lot more contribution from all of us in the band, and especially like John Levin, he never really wrote any songs way back in time, but now he comes with some of the coolest riffs we ever had. And also Mick, he's a mastermind in songwriting. So it's yeah. So it's I think it's becoming more and more like a becoming more and more as a like a group effort to write songs.
Yeah.
Teamwork. That's the word.
So this question is for you, Mick. In the 80s, your synthesizers were very recognizable, of course. And today you are using more modern technology, but you have kept that identity from the 80s. And my question is, what sound effects or techniques do you still use to connect your current sound with that time?
Okay, I mean, I think I still use some of the old instruments that never sort of gets out of time, like a Hammond organ or things like that. But also it's about in the music that we play, which is usually guitar-based music. You have to find ways to cut through the sound picture, and so that's like something I really work on trying to do. But other than that, I don't see myself as a keyboard player. I see myself as a, I don't know, songwriter, arranger more.
You have everything in your mind, all the instruments at the same time.
Yeah, more or less.
I think it's very much, I mean, playing in a band, it's almost like painting a picture, adding all different instruments are adding different colors. And I mean, if you can't paint the same pictures or the same colors as the guitar player because it's going to get smudgy. So Mick is finding his own palette of colors, and to complete the painting.
Brilliant.
Yeah. He's the Salvador Dali of the band.
So, Ian, this question is for you, but you can also answer it if you want to. Is there any Europe song that still gives you the same adrenaline that it did the very first time you played live?
Wow. Well, it varies from day to day, I say, but I mean, it sounds cliche, but I mean, it's every time we play the final countdown, it's such a energy rush, to I mean, the vibe that the audience give back to us, and the energy from the audience is it's impossible. You need to be dead in order not to get excited, So it's in that sense, I think the final countdown is definitely. What do you have?
I agree.
There you go.
I mean, it's weird because you might think that because we haven't done one show from when we had the final countdown as a song. We haven't done one show without that song. So we played that.
We tried once.
Yeah, we tried once, and that.
But you couldn't.
Fucked up.
We decided we're not going to play the final countdown, and it was one of these big festivals in England. England, I think. Anyway, what happened was we ended up in bad weather, and the flight was delayed, and the traffic in England was totally jammed. So it ended up we never reached the festival area, so we had to cancel our show. And we took that as a sign from above that, guys, you better play the final countdown.
And it is actually so much fun to play it because it's not even our song. It belongs to the audience nowadays. Yeah, more or less. Yeah.
And is there something you haven't done yet as a band that you would love to try? I mean, like an unexpected collaboration or a tour in Antarctica. I don't know. What is the future for Europe?
The future is, I don't know really. We have, do we have any places we haven't played yet? Or New Zealand, places in Far East, and but we love exploring new places and meet new audiences. Earlier this year, was it? We went to India. northeast part of India and played, and it was like a huge festival. And we drove for hours through the Indian jungle. You know, we stopped for a break in the middle of the jungle, and the bus driver said that don't step, you know, into the jungle because you're going to be eaten by tigers.
Really?
It was really weird. And then we enter the festival area, and it's exactly like a huge festival here in Spain or wherever, you know, like I think it was like 100,000 people in.
Wow.
And so that was really, wow, you know, is this really existing here? So we love doing stuff like that.
I thought you were going to talk about the documentary.
The documentary.
This story was amazing.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's another thing that we're
What can you tell us about it?
gearing up for. Well, it's been going, or we've been working on it for many years now, right?
Yeah.
And
For some reason.
for some reason, yeah.
It's just taking a lot of time.
Yeah. So it's
the better.
yeah. Well, it's going to be like a movie format, basically. Well, lengthwise, it's going to be an hour and a half, I guess. And it's the planning is to get it out on the big streaming services like Netflix and all the other. And but it's going to be out in early next year. So next year is going to be really busy for Europe because we have a new album, and we have the documentary, and we also have the 40th anniversary for the Final Countdown.
That's right. 26.
So we better shape up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be busy.
Do you see new generations of Europe fans, or I mean, do we have hope for rock music?
I think there's always going to be rock and roll music around. It's basically the business side that changes. The urge for expressing, you know, the youth, young people, they want to express their you know, like rebellious side in one way or another, and that's rock and roll, and I think that will always be around.
Yeah, I think what is consistent is the need for people or the demand for people to see live music, and that will always be there, I think, and that's what we love about this, the whole thing.
We're damn lucky because we're so good at playing live. So that's why we're going to be able to keep on doing this as long as we can.
If you could send a message to your 1986 selves, when right before the Final Countdown changed everything, what would you say?
You should have read that management contract, boy. No, it's I don't know really. I think it's basically well, for some reason I think I should have just said keep on doing what you're doing, because otherwise I will not be here telling you this.
Yeah, I don't drink too much alcohol, I think.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us. We can wait for that documentary, for the new album, and we will see you in a few hours there at Plaza Mayor.
Hello, all our fans, all the fans of Europe and Metal Hammer. And thanks for supporting us, and thanks for coming to our shows, and thanks for keeping us alive. Because without you, we will be gone.
True that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.